Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Herrera. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. They keep attacking through the air. Snags it over the middle.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great thing.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Sun Devils will punt this one away.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to throw, it's Herrera. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Going to the running game. He breaks a tackle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Back to pass, it's Herrera. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Slams ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's complete to the right. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes it on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pulls it in.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Dropping back, it's Herrera. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Here he comes from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To the air, it's Herrera. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Fires into the end zone. What a snag by the defense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The play action fake. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Herrera. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the counter, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Herrera. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, TCU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3. from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights. Good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Herrera. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, but you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. At the 45 on his way. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Nifty little dance step. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard